Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day to join me. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys had a wonderful post 4th of July, meaning the 5th of July, and I hope that you guys have a safe weekend as well. You feel me? But seriously, thanks to all the new subs and viewers. I really appreciate it. And tonight, I want to talk about how to be the best at absolutely anything. And so, here's the thing, being the best at something means an unrelenting commitment to your goal. And if that's being the best baseball player or the fastest runner, or, it doesn't really matter what it is that you want to be. You feel me? It just matters that you practice more than anyone else. This is the first step to achieving and or, being the best at anything. Practice makes perfect. And while some of us would like to believe that, the best of all people have sort of a natural sort of ability to do things that we can't, I beg to differ in that practice really makes perfect. As long as you practice whatever it is that you're trying to get to or accomplish or make happen, just so long as you work on that, just even a little bit every day, eventually you'll get there, right? I mean, the old adage is the longest journey starts with a single step. You know what I mean? Without getting too corny. But still, that's quite true, in fact. Everything starts with a first step, moving forward. And the things that we do not take in stride and move forward with often are obstacles and prevent us from moving forward, and we stumble. And since we're not moving forward, we, literally fall, since, the natural way of progression in order is to, move forward. So, being the best at anything, obviously, first step, practice. Second step is the willingness to accept defeat. And, even when that means giving it your all and still coming up short. This is, in fact, emblematic of how you build on learning from that taste of defeat so that you don't taste it again. I mean, everyone, all of the greats have lost, including, your Michael Jordans. And obviously, a really good statistic about Michael Jordan in terms of being the best at what he did, and that's play basketball, is he still, right? The big story was didn't make his high school basketball team. And then another big story, obviously, was bigger than not losing any NBA championships because the Bulls never lost any final series, but the Bulls definitely lost playoff series before they were able to get to those final appearances where they then were perfect at 6-0, in their sort of reign in the 90s. In the early 90s and in the mid 90s, the Chicago Bulls lost in the playoffs, right? They would then go on to never lose in the NBA Finals. But again, that taste of defeat, I'm sure, motivated Michael Jordan to not lose again, and that included the last 3 seasons that he played with the Chicago Bulls. And so the thing is, if you're not used to defeat or if you can't take a loss, it will be incredibly difficult to continue to be the best at whatever it is that you do, because being the best at whatever you do involves not just the practice, but again, the willingness to accept a defeat. And a defeat, again, that can come even when you give it your best and your all. Sometimes you still fall short, which is where then you can take a couple of minutes, take like a step back, you feel me, and practice so that you can be better. And I think that's the biggest part of my life and this particular channel, right? And I've said this before, is sort of a self improvement channel. Try to be a positive guy. We try and talk about things in a lighthearted manner, sometimes, again, to my own detriment, in that it can be perceived as one way, but it's not. It's vlogs about nothing. And I think that the biggest thing I've taken from my old age of 36 so far is that practice makes perfect. And I know what losing feels like. I mean, trust me, I've I know what losing feels like, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the way losing feels. It's not a good feeling, especially because you're better than that. And this could be in anything in life. But yeah, the mistakes I've made and the shortcomings that I have, have made me suffer, and I want to be the best at living my life. And only I can do that. You know what I mean? Nobody else can make me live my best life. This is without question, And so, in order to do that, I got to practice and I got to lose. And I practice every single day. I have lost a considerable amount, both personally and, financially. And that still doesn't rain on this Cowboys parade, because I know what it's like to lose. And I know that practice makes perfect. And I know that with time and with practice and with patience and with a determination to not lose, but again, understanding that it happens. Sometimes you lose, but as luck would have it, your chance does come around, and oftentimes opportunity doesn't knock when it's most convenient. In fact, it comes when it's least convenient. And so be the best that you can be. No reference to the sort of army quote there, but seriously, it's important. It requires, again, a kind of fortitude that can only be, I think, achieved through practice and being able to accept your losses. And so that's where I leave you. I hope you guys have a lovely night. I appreciate you joining me on Vlogs About Nothing, and we'll talk real soon. Bye.